Hi, welcome to valuationpodcast.com, a podcast and video series about all things related to business and valuation. My name is Melissa Gragg, a company valuation expert in St. Louis, Missouri. During this episode, we will discuss bankruptcy questions with Stephen White, who is actually an ESOP valuation expert and bankruptcy expert in Northern New Jersey. Welcome, Stephen.
Hello, and I'm excited about being here today.
Yeah, you kind of touched on it a little bit with stimulus package and things like that, but we have a lot of companies that have filed or received the payroll protection plan, the PPP loans.
Yeah.
So if a company was considering filing for bankruptcy before this or during this, do these PPP loans or idle loans, does this save the company? Like, are they just done? What are your thoughts?
That's a great question, and this is going to be debated for quite some time, whether or not the stimulus package really help and save a lot of these businesses. From our conversations that we're having, it's a great resource for them to have. But let's take a step back and think about it for a moment. It's based off of your overall revenue. If a business has been shut down for 3.5 months and they haven't generated any revenue at all, and they were already having some trouble before the pandemic hit, this is not really going to be a savior for them. If your business was thriving and was doing well before the pandemic and it shut down, that's amount of revenue you're not going to be able to recoup that 3-month period. This payroll protection is a benefit for your employees, having them back and keeping the business operating to get your products out to those that need it. That could be one that could be a Band-Aid to help, but there's going to be a lot of internal reorganization. The way that businesses operate are going to look a lot different. They may not be in the phase of bankruptcy, but they have to start rethinking how they are running their overall business, because the way that we ran it just 6 months ago, those days are gone, and I'm not sure we're ever going back to those particular ways. So you have to be creative, and technology is going to be a huge part of that overall process. So does it help the overall business? It can, but depending on where you were in the stage before the pandemic actually hit will really be the final determination of whether or not it was helpful or not.
Well, and I think that part of it, part of the PPP loans or the idle loans was to make sure you could keep your people,
Right.
And you could continue to pay them and give you some space to maybe think. The problem is did everybody just get so panicked, that we were more stressed on the unknown that we didn't really take time to say, okay, let's go internal. Let's figure out what we're doing wrong. We have this kind of time frame. And I don't know, I think some businesses have done that very well. And they've said, okay, we need to pivot. We need to change. We need to do something different. What do we do? And then other businesses have kind of been like, the sky is falling, running around, like, I don't know what to do. So it really depends. I think it was a good attempt. It just doesn't know. I don't know if it's really going to prevent somebody from filing for bankruptcy.
Right.